So when I think back of when I first came to Liberty Place, before I came here, I was in a really dark place. I knew deep down that I needed some kind of help and that I needed change, but I really wasn't ready to accept that. By the grace of God, my probation officer had sent me to Liberty Place. When I got here, I was very mad. I did not want to be here. It took quite a bit of time for me to really understand what was going on. I seen things in other women that I wanted, and I didn't really believe that they weren't sober, that they were happy and they were living life without putting a substance in their body. I was able to get a sponsor and build a relationship with her. I still looked at staff and anybody that was associated like higher up in Liberty Place as like kind of like authority, like a probation officer or police. So I really didn't feel like I could get honest with them, but I had built this relationship with my sponsor, so I could get honest with her and I could start working the program the way that I was supposed to. It's taught me how to be responsible. There's a lot of structure here, and growing up I really didn't have no structure. There was no set nothing. I just did what I wanted. So I really started to notice the change when I continuously got a lot of broken contracts. I was sitting in that dining room for a while, and I kept breaking the rules, basically. And my sponsor, I had a whole meltdown, and I called my sponsor and she said, "Tiffany, you're not surrendering. It is time for you to surrender." And when she said that, I kind of felt, I knew what she meant because I kept trying to run the show. Obviously, because I kept breaking the rules. And I knew that I needed to listen to her because I wanted what she had. So I surrendered in that moment. I went back to the dining room and I did what I was told. And from there on out, I didn't have any broken contracts anymore. I followed the rules and I fully surrendered. I turned my will over to something bigger than me because obviously what I had got me here to Liberty Place. Me running the show is what got me here. And that took a long time to accept that too. So after I finally surrendered and gave my will to something higher than me, I really started working the program. I worked the steps with my sponsor and for the house. I took all the criminal thinking. I did anything that was available for me to do. I completed phase 1 part of the program. I went into the peer mentor's office and I gave back to the house. You know, I helped women, which was really good for anybody. You know, it helps you to get out of yourself. It helps with all different self-doubt, all kinds of things. I had all kinds of self-doubt. I never really thought anybody could look up to me until that moment. You know, I helped a lot of women when I was in the peer mentor's office. After that, I slowly transitioned into going out to the outside world. I applied for a job, I got the job, and I started working outside of Liberty Place, and which was kind of weird because I felt like I'd been in this bubble for so long, and then I was released back into the world. But it was a really neat experience, and I got to still be here at Liberty Place, but go work a job, and it still held me accountable because I got to come back here at the end of the day. So today, what my life looks like, it's pretty amazing. I have my own apartment. I pay my own bills. My son lives with me. I've moved him down here. Our relationship is something that it's never been. when I was in addiction, I really couldn't be there for him. I was there, but I really wasn't there, and he knows what I've been through. He's been through it right along with me. He's happier than ever. Our relationship's awesome. I work a full-time job, which is absolutely shocking. I've never missed a day, and within a year I have became the assistant manager, which is also mind-blowing. And I know without a doubt, without God and Liberty Place, none of those things could have happened for me.